Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Hope you guys are all doing well. It's a late upload. I'm recording this just after Liverpool have won the game against Wolves. But I will be talking about that game on another video. But what I wanted to do was actually talk about Arsenal and just talk about Arsenal's recent game just a bit more after I've had some time to think about it. Look, injuries. Arsenal's season has been killed with injuries. And what's crazy, there's only 13 games left of the Premier League. 13 games. It's gone quick. It's really gone quick. And there's not much games left. We'll be talking about it tomorrow. But for Arsenal, this season has just been disaster after disaster after disaster. We just seem not... we just haven't got a break. Literally, we just can't catch a break. One player gets injured. Another player returns, another player gets injured, another player returns. It's just been the story of Arsenal's season. I don't remember, I don't think this many key players have been injured for Arsenal for a very long time. Whether you blame on a lack of rotations, whether you blame on luck, whatever it is, the fact is Arsenal have just been very unlucky with injuries and it's cost us. I don't remember the last time Odegaard and Saka played. Our two best players haven't been, playing together. And that makes a difference. That honestly makes a difference. I mean, you look at Man City, for example, they lost Rodri, one player, and look at the collapse they've gone through. Just one player. Us, on the other hand, we've lost Saka. We've lost him now. We've lost Odegaard for a lot of the season. We've now lost Kai Havertz, whether you say he's good or not. He's still a player. He's still a player that is vital to our 11. We've had injuries to Ben White. We had injuries to Declan Rice at parts of the season, and he himself is still not fit. We had injuries to Jesus. We've had injuries to Tomiyasu, if you count him. There was also an injury to Raya. Of course, that was only one game, but we've had a lot of injuries, and this season it's just been a disaster, man. It's just been a disaster, and yeah, man, I don't know. Leicester was one of those games, Leicester are, let's be honest, they are not a good side, okay? No disrespect to them, but they're fighting relegation. And coming up to the game with more injuries coming out, I was just thinking to myself, where do we score the goals? Where do we score the goals? Because another issue about Arsenal this season is just been the lack of attacking threat. Even with Saka playing, even with Odegaard playing at the start of the season, our attack has just not been clicking one way or another. I don't know what it is, but it just seems we're too predictable in attack, and it doesn't help when Saka goes out injured. And against Leicester, I was just thinking to myself, how on earth do we score? And for 70 minutes of the game, you could see our issues right in front of us, that we just cannot seem to score a goal. Yes, I know we scored against Leicester, but in terms of attacking and creating quality chances, we just lack it. That's the issue. We just lack it right now. And our front three right now, we ended the game against Leicester City with Tierney, Mikel Merino and Ethan. We've ended the game with those three. I don't know. This season's just been rubbish for us. It's just been absolutely rubbish. The January transfer window, we get to the January transfer window, they signed no one because apparently no one was good enough for them. Load of nonsense. That is a load. I'm looking at some players that we could have signed who are killing it in the teams they went to. Kolo Muani, we could have signed him on a loan. I know he's not the best player, but he's someone that could have helped us. 6 months, 4 months, he could have given us something. Kolo Muani on a loan. There was also Tell. So this rubbish about that there was no one available to improve the team is nonsense. We do not have the best attacking front three in the world to say that there's no one to upgrade, that there was no one out there to help us. It's a load of nonsense. It's a complete load of nonsense. And leading up to Leicester, you saw our worries, man. You saw the worries. And for me, moving forward, we just have to utilize what we have. That's all we have to do. And right now, Mikel Merino, I think, has to be the answer. The thing is, are we getting too ahead of ourselves? He comes in, gets a brace. By the way, those two finishes, I'm not sure how many Arsenal players in the team right now could get those two finishes, especially that second goal. He just caresses it in. Whether we're getting too ahead of ourselves or not, at least we know one thing. We have to utilize what we have. And Mikel Merino, unfortunately, I don't know if it's bad for him, but he is our new striker. He has to play as a striker. And one thing I've realized about Mikel Merino and Kai Havertz as a striker, they're not too different. They're very similar players. In fact, I think Mikel Merino has a bit more attributes to his game as a striker than Kai Havertz. I think Mikel Merino has more conviction in his shots. I think he's a better header than Kai Havertz. He can header the ball way better. I mean, all the goals he scored for Arsenal, he scored for against Liverpool. I think he may have scored against Brentford. I don't fully remember. Scored against, and then he scored the 2 against Leicester City. So he does have a bit more conviction in his shots, and he does have that big build. And you can see when we were playing against Leicester, when Ethan and Sterling were trying to cross it in, Trossard is not going to win any headers. He just isn't going to win any headers. And one thing about having a tall front player, a tall striker, is the fact that you can put in one of those crosses in and it can lead to a goal instead of trying to pass it into the goal. And Merino gives us that option. Now, whether Arteta plays him is a different question. How can you not play Mikel Merino up front after those 2 goals? Like, you'd be stupid not to. The guy, for me, was probably man of the match. So I think he deserves to start the next game. He definitely deserves to play. At least he deserves to come. So I think he will be starting against West Ham. And the main thing for Arsenal right now is we just need to focus on ourselves. We just need to focus on ourselves and take our chances, because we do create chances. But with Arsenal, many games, even last season, we say it's the lack of being able to put the ball in the back of the net is what costs us. Merino, it looks like it could be a good solution for now, a temporary solution once we do get some players fit. Sterling, I have been seeing a lot of, a lot of hate, would I say hate, or, anger towards Sterling. For me, I've said it when Sterling joined. Well, I don't remember if I said it on the video, but I will never get angry at Sterling, because how can I be angry at Raheem Sterling? I know he's not the same player he was 5 years ago, so I don't know what some fans are expecting. He's not that same Man City player that you saw where they won the domestic every single trophy. Like, he is not that same player anymore. He's very limited. Of course, there are some moments I expect him to do better, like just not dribble out of the pitch. But I know his limitations, and that's why for me, I really am not going to hold too much against him. He's come on loan. The truth is, we have to rely on him. That's the thing. Even though some fans may not be happy with his performances, we have to rely on him. And maybe at the MS, he might have a better game. I think because he does have his moments. He does have his moments against in the season. We did see him have some moments against Manchester United. Is the most notable one, where he comes on in the FA Cup and drive towards the goal. So he does have some moments, and the truth is, we're going to need him. He needs to step up, and I think fans are just going to have to support him. And I don't want to say lower the expectations, but just remember, this isn't the same Raheem Sterling that was here 5 seasons ago. Sorry, at Man City 5 seasons ago. He has changed. He has gone a bit older. He has lost a bit of his pace. But there are some basic things where he should be doing better. But yeah, man, like I said, I think the most important thing for us right now is to focus on ourselves. Mikel Merino, it seems like he is an internal solution right now to our striking options. And who knows, maybe he can give us those, maybe six more goals. But yeah, we're still going to need a striker. Let's not hope. One of my worries actually was the owners of the club are going to see Mikel Merino performing like this, or the manager might come out and say, well, we don't need a striker. And you can't rule that out with Arsenal. The way we do some businesses is just crazy. We can justify anything. The club can literally justify not signing a striker because of Mikel Merino's up front. But yeah, man, that's just my thoughts. I'll make a video hopefully tomorrow talking a bit more about what is left for Arsenal this season. But I just wanted to talk about our most recent game. I know a lot of fans are going a bit too crazy on Mikel Merino's position up front. But yeah, look, credit to Arteta. This is what we're paying for. This is he's the second most paid manager in the league. And when you are paid as much as he is, just like players, you have to perform. Same thing goes for managers. You have to perform and you have to find solutions. Regardless of your transfer budget, when you are paid that much, you are expected to find solutions. That's what the great managers do. Pep Guardiola has found them many times. Arteta, you have to do the same thing. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Let me know what your comments are, what your thoughts are. Remember to like, remember to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.